good time roll, roll all night long.
Hello, everybody. How we doing? Yeah, good. All right. Glad to see quite a few of you out there. We got some bad weather outside. It's been raining pretty hard. Talking about thunderstorms and whatnot. So when you guys make that trip, it means a lot to me that you actually are faithful enough to come out and hang out with us. And we got a great show today too. By the way, we're looking at a very, very good friend of mine is going to be on the show, and we've been together. Well, been friends for quite a while. And he had a big record called Coney Island Baby. We're talking about John Kuse, the lead singer of the Excellents. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. We're gonna have he's got a good sense of humor too, so we're gonna have a good time. So I just want to say hello to everybody too, because we missed a couple of shows because of various holidays and whatnot. So, but we're going to be doing a couple of new things on the show today too. So I want to be able to at least break them in here. You guys make it easy, because no matter what I try, it seems to work with you guys. So either you're humoring me, or you really like what's happening. The phone calls, the texts, the emails, they keep coming in, and now that we are streaming, we're all over the world. It used to be just Staten Island, where we had about 80,000 viewers, but we're looking at. I don't even know if we could say millions. I mean, I don't know who's looking at the show anymore. But I do get emails and texts from Japan, and they tell me that they see in the show, and I get a lot from Australia too. Australia tells us that they're enjoying the show. So there's people outside of the New York area. We always think it's a New York thing. And then when you go a little further, you'll find out, it was popular in California, and it was popular in Pittsburgh. But now we're finding out that it was popular all over the world. At the end of August, we're in, we're taping, so this will be running a few more times after the initial airings. But we're going to find out that when we go to the end of August, the end of August, we're actually going to France. We're doing a concert in France. And we'll be leaving for Paris on the August 28th or 20, something like that, 29th, I forget. And then the particular concert that we're going to be doing is about an hour outside of Paris, a place called Bethune. And I know it sounds like an Italian word. I don't know. Bethune, hey, how are you? But it's actually Bethune, France. And we'll be doing that, and it's a 3-day festival. It draws 150,000 people. I mean, that's unbelievable. And the funny part is, or the weird part is, out of all of the local acts and things that'll be performing all weekend, we're the only name act on the bill, that actually had a recording. And the song was number one, in France in 1958. It definitely charted high up on the charts in France. So there are people who, I would think that they remember the song, and that's why they're there. But I've seen things going on in France right now, and also in Italy, and in England. The audiences are 3/4 of the audiences are in their 20s, 25 and 35 years old, in that age bracket. They love this music. I've made more friends overseas in the last 10 years. I got friends in Germany. That when they fly into the United States, they make a point to hook up with us somewhere. They find me. I can't even find me sometimes myself, and then we wind up hanging out. When I had the office on Broadway for 30 years, I had the booking agency on Broadway. These guys would come to my office and hang out, and then take them to dinner or something. So we became friends. I had one guy took his whole family, his wife and kids, and he was going to be in Manhattan for 3 days. And I was going to be in the New York area, but in Manhattan for 3 days, and he wanted to meet. It's not easy anymore getting to the city, or what we call the city. It's really a pain in the neck. You can't drive anymore. You got to go in a certain area where it's just nonsense now. And parking the car, you got to leave one of your unborn, one of your young children. You got to leave one of your kids there if you want to drive in Manhattan. You know, I mean, park the car. It's just crazy. So it just so happened he was going to be there. And friends of mine owned a club on a restaurant on 3rd Avenue. And they don't open until 12 o'clock or something like that. So I called them up. I said, do me a favor. I said, can we open up at 10 o'clock? I said, just coffee and everything, you know, and I want these people from Spain to come. And that's what I did. We drove in early in the morning, met them there, and I met the family from Spain. And this has got to be at least 8 years ago. And we've stayed friends with him, you know, ever since. Friends of mine in England recorded 3 of my songs. They covered them. And we also became very good friends. And the camaraderie and the connection is this music. It's just so unbelievable. And they know everything. They know every word, every nuance in a song. You'd be shocked to think that they know this. But they take it more seriously than we do, you know? I mean, I hate to say this because I don't want to sound, you know, I don't want to make fun of an ethnic group, but the fact was, I remember doing a show at Radio City Music Hall, and one of the groups that they brought out was from Japan, and the kids were so excited. They were called the King Tones. They had jackets with a big K on their jacket, and they couldn't wait to meet all of the doo-wop singers. And then they were going to go up. They were going to sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," and they were going to sing, "Unchained Melody." Those were the 2 songs they were going to do. They spoke perfect English when they sang, but when they talked, you could hear the Japanese accent. How they did it phonetically, perfect. But in this case, when they got on stage, they sang "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," and until they started singing, and the kid says, "The Ryan sleeps tonight," you know, and then we did "Unchained Melody." So when "Lonely Livers Flow," you know, so you know we started kidding around with them and teasing them, but I can't believe how they do that phonetically. They actually know every word and they say it perfectly. But as a matter of fact, there's a joke years ago with Mel Tillis, you know, who stuttered, you know, and he used to stutter when he talked, but when he sang, he would not stutter. Every note, everything was perfect. So as the joke went, he was in his house and it smelled smoke and the house was on fire. And he ran to the phone, he dialed 911 and he said, my house is on fire. But anyway, there's so much going on overseas that if I was healthier or younger, I probably could live a whole other life, a musical life again, and and go out there and you could be Elvis Presley out there. That's how they worship the individuals and the music, And we had Johnny Farina, my friend Johnny Farina from Santo and Johnny. He was over here on. Matter of fact, I'll be working with him in Eisenhower Park. We'll be there in a couple of weeks in Long Island. But Johnny is God out there in England, and in Italy, especially Italy. They absolutely love sleepwalk, and he could, if he wanted to move out there, he could work every day of the week and actually get top dollar. It's like Peggy March. I want to say little Peggy March because she'll hate me. She hates me if I say little. But Peggy March, I will follow him. She had a big record. Was big in this country. She's God in Germany. She goes there every winter. She stays there. She does concerts, television shows. They worship the ground she walks on. So there's actually life out there for us, even at this age. I remember the late Charlie Gracie, from Philadelphia. And Charlie was one of the first guitar players, to actually come out in the very early part of the rock and roll business, as we knew it. He could go to Europe. He did. He was 80-something years old. He only recently passed away, but he was 80-something years old, and he did a 30-day tour in England, and sold out every night. Sold it out. So it's amazing. I think the problem here is that it's become diluted. in the New York area. You people have seen so many shows every week, 2 shows, one here, one there, one here. After a while, it just becomes a point where there's just so many shows out there that the people start to pick and choose, or they say, well, I've seen that group before, I've seen that artist last week. So it's different. They don't have that opportunity. They see them whenever you fly out there, so they love it, But we have a very good, strong following here. We're at the PNC Arts Center. We're going to be there in September, I think. Yeah. And that place, we pull 8,000 people. I kid around. I say 8,000 people. It's a free concert. The state of New Jersey puts a concert out there. So they give out the tickets. So 8,000 people. I said, if you charge $1.50, there'll be 3 people in the audience. They're not coming, And the other thing, too, is you could tell by the audience in the daytime shows, who doesn't drive at nighttime anymore, But nobody drives at night anymore. So you put a daytime show, they come out, The Eisenhower Park, where we're going to be in another couple of weeks, that does 8,000 people, Lucky if there's only 8,000 people. So they're out there. People are still out there. They still love this music. They love the memories. They love what they grew up with, and that's such a tremendous feeling. I mean, it makes us feel good. When I just went to see my friend Tommy James from the Shondells. Tommy was there with Peter Noon, and cousin Brucey had the show. And I went, was invited backstage, so I stayed backstage and hung out with them for a while. And Bruce surprised me. He says, "Well, we are Vito Picone, come on out." Walking out there, I wasn't expecting it. First thing I do, I check, make sure my fly's closed. This guy's bringing me out here. What are we doing? So the wind-up was, he said, you remember Little Star out there, right? And the people, yeah. And he had about almost 10,000 people, I think, were there. And he said, let's hear it. 10,000 people start singing "Where Are You, Little Star." I mean, the hair on the back of your neck stands up because you take it for granted. I don't think it. I don't look at it that way, But it is what it is, And tonight we're gonna be actually talk about somebody or talk with somebody who had the opportunity to do it too. A couple of interesting questions I have. I know the answers because I know them too long, but I'm gonna ask them so that we can bring it up, and you guys will find out about it too. So anyway, one of the things I always ask, and we always like to know what's going on outside of in our spectrum, as far as the entertainment world is concerned. Has anybody out there been to one of the concerts or been somewhere that we can talk about? Anybody at all? Mary, have you been anywhere that you want to elaborate on a show that you've seen? At the mic.
I love the shoes you wore.
You made a comment
I
about.
got a pair of those yellow shoes.
You made a comment on my yellow shoes. Yeah.
It was fantastic. I really love Tommy James and Peter Noon. Had a good time.
It was a great job, right?
Lucy, I got to meet them. Very nice. I know Tommy a long time.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think Peter Noon knew me though.
No, they did a great job. Both acts. Good.
And I love singing "Where Are You, Little Star."
Oh wow, that was a good. When everybody sang that, it was what a strange feeling. That was a great feeling.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Mayor.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody been into anything they want to talk about? How about possibility of shows that you may be doing, or yeah, absolutely. What do you got?
So, mostly in New Jersey, I book in this small restaurant. It's a family-owned restaurant. Restaurant May 8 is in Englishtown, and I have the 28th of July. I have Dan Stevens, and then August 8th, I have. What do you call it? For some reason, I'm getting forgetful. Anthony DiDio. And he's recovering from hip surgery, so he's going to be there. But the most important thing that I do is on the 29th of August is my Tunnel to Towers benefit. It's my 5th year that I'm doing it, and I'm sorry you're probably going to miss it this year.
Yeah, we'll be in France.
I know, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss you being there. And it's going to be a great show, and basically the fundraising is so important to me. I just want to make sure I get the same revenue that I gave in last year. And the other thing I just wanted to make mention is once a month in Staten Island is the Staten Island Group Harmony Club. And it's a wonderful event every month. and it's done in the Roadhouse. And, you know, if you want to come by and have a drink and find out, you know, there's always singers. And I told Jimmy, who one of the people that run it, I said, I'm going to mention it tonight because it really is a beautiful event and a lot of camaraderie there. And unfortunately, this month, 2 people are being honored that had just passed. But come have a drink at the Roadhouse once a month and come see the Staten Island Group Harmony Club. And thank you so much. And I really appreciate you letting me do this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm just going to tell you, we have a couple of shows that are in the works for PNC. September 1st is going to be my show. I didn't sign the contract yet, so I can't announce, but save that date. Also save September 16th. It's a night show, 13 acts. It's going to be, Vito's on the show. It's the show to do every year, Mall Shop Live show. You're talking about Eisenhower Park is July 9th.
Yeah, okay.
Right, July 9th, Bobby Wilson, the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yes.
Vito Picone, Elegance,
Johnny
and Johnny
Farina. Johnny Farina.
And this young guy, this guy is Stefano DeSanto.
Right.
That's a free show too at Eisenhower Park. So come on out to that one. That's a good one. That's by Steve Dasser. And I got one more. Just November 21st is my show out in Long Island, Patchwork Theater. I know I always say it, you know, rent a helicopter or something to come out there, but it's 80 miles from Staten Island. I know it's far, but we have Jane the Americans, Bob Miranda and the Happenings, Vito Picone and the Elegance. Who else do we have on that show? Bobby Wilson and the Chicklets. And it's hosted by Steve Dasser. Okay.
Anyway, thanks. All right. Anybody else? All right, then we're going right to it. John Kuse, ladies and gentlemen, the Excellents. Let's hear it for him. Oh, John.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm going to put my sunglasses on now because you saw my face.
Okay. Oh, you should have put them on before. No, these lights are too bright. That's what it is. You got it. They were a little dark.
I'm 83 years old.
Yeah.
Can't see anymore.
Really?
Have to wear glasses, you know.
If you can't see, why are you putting dark glasses on? That's why you can't see. Take them off. You'll be able to see everything. Oh, John. Anyway.
I can never win with you.
No, you can't. No, leave them on. Much more. I know they're hurting your eyes.
They are.
Well, then keep the glasses on. That's it. You look good. You look like Marlon Brando now.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you, buddy.
Oh man, John, I tell you, first of all, thank you very much for coming.
You're very welcome. It was a 3-hour trip, just like Al Simone says.
Yeah. Well, you're in Jersey now, right?
Old Bridge, New Jersey. Yeah.
Well, that's not 3 hours away.
What do you got to ruin my thing for? An hour away.
All right. Well, don't make it sound like you did me a big favor, you know.
You're making me laugh. It's very hard to talk when I laugh so hard because I have a cold.
Okay.
All right. At my age, I'm losing my breath. I'm losing my sight. I'm losing my walking ability and my singing ability.
Really? You're not singing anymore.
No, I'm not.
Elaborate.
I stopped about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I was a little tired, and my walking was affecting me, you know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to perform as great as I usually did on stage, you know.
That's good.
And there was no one who moved better than me. An old friend of mine, John Kuse, who you know, always said that you can't move, Kuse. You can't do anything right. But he was wrong. I thought I did very well.
Well, the best move you had was from Brooklyn, New Jersey. That was your first move, I think. You know. No, actually, I'm running into the same problem now. I'm walking with a cane. I find it a little difficult. You know, my balance is off.
Well, they took my cane away and they put it in the back there. I didn't want anybody to see it.
Well,
I figured that you had the spotlight.
Don't worry about it. But my cane, they know I have a cane. I don't hide it. It's just become something that they told me there's no cure for your whatever the hell it is, nerve damage. They said, so just buy a cane so, you know, if you fall, you know, so you can not fall down and break a hip.
Stage?
I have no choice. I have to actually, I walk up to the microphone and then I use the microphone stand as a crutch. And I generally don't let go of that thing, you know. So, I mean, we're so busy right now. I really, you know, I'm trying not to make it obvious, but I don't want to lie to people, you know. I mean, you're not fooling anybody. I don't do splits anymore. We used to be able to do splits on stage. Now I can't do a banana split. I can't.
A banana split.
I can't do it. I can't do it. So, you know, here's the question I want to ask, and I know
Yes.
the answer anyway. So,
Yeah,
but
I don't know what questions you know. All these questions that you're going to ask me, you know the answers.
Well, of course I do. I know you so long. I mean, how could I not know the answers? But they don't know the answers, so that's what I want to do.
You got it.
All right? Now, Coney Island Baby was your biggest record. Coney Island, as far as I know, is in Brooklyn. Okay? You didn't live in Brooklyn. You were from the Bronx. So how did a group from the Bronx have a hit record with Coney Island Baby? That's like me coming from Staten Island and having a hit, you know, called Tokyo Baby or something like that, you know?
Well, we were 5 guys, 6 guys actually, growing up in the Pelham Parkway section of the Bronx.
Right.
And we made a demonstration record. They called it demo at the time. And we took our demo down to Blast or Sinclair Records. The affiliate was Blast, Mermaid, and I forget the other thing, Starlight or something. And we took it in there, and we did our rendition of Red, Red Robin Comes Bob, Bob, Bobbin' Along.
Right.
And that came out on Mermaid label. Mermaid, a green label with a mermaid on the front, and didn't do anything.
What a surprise.
Johnny Maestro did that. What a surprise! Yeah, I could still hit it a little bit. And we did that, and that didn't do anything. And we didn't really sing too much except at functions until a year later, Blast Records or Sinclair called us in, and they had we had our rendition of "You Baby You" by the Cleftones,
Right.
and they liked it, but we had no other side. So they said, "We have this song for you." So they put us into the bathroom.
Oh,
You know the bathroom?
big time.
Not bathroom.
Bathroom.
That's the way they say that in Brooklyn. BACHROOM. Bathroom.
There was no H. It was the bathroom. We had them in Staten Island too. And we had a back house too, the back house.
So we went into the bathroom, and we practiced for about 5-10 minutes, and we came out, and we sang Coney Island the way they want. They gave us Coney Island Baby. The company wrote the song for us, and they liked the way we did it, and Bronx guys sang Coney Island Baby.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Little trivia.
Good question for me.
No, it always
Perfect for the audience
it
and
always
those
amazed
out
me.
there.
Always amazed me.
There's the man.
Oh, Jesus. You did a great job on it too.
Thank you.
Excellent job. And up until the day that he decided not to sing anymore, he still sounded exactly like the record. Still sang it on the same key that he did the record and sounded exactly like it, which was, very few people could still do that.
Thank you.
Jay Siegel does it with the Tokens. Very few people could still be in that same, the same range that they had when they were younger.
Thank you.
You did a great job with it too, John.
Thank you, sir.
Always proud of you. Used to be anyway.
You were my little star also.
Look at my Mutual Admiration Society now.
Little star, and there you are.
And and there I was. You know, I can't believe it's for us. It's
Oh,
67 years. 67 years with Little Star. I had-
58, right?
58. And I had a group before that. We recorded when I was 14 years old. So I would be in this business 70 years right now. Imagine that, 70 years.
You look a day older than...
Than 70. I look a day older than 85 is what it is. 85. Oh, I don't know. Oh, God.
I'm 83 now.
Oh, and I'm 85. So.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, but what's the difference? 2 years. Yeah, you kids are all alike.
Oh, God.
You know, we're reaching that point where now, years ago we'd go backstage, we'd all hang out in the back, and who's talking about, did you see the blonde in the third row? Oh, that, blah, blah, blah. Now we go back to, what kind of pills are you taking now? What the, you know what? Yeah, well, I'm taking these things 3 times a day, and oh my God, everybody's got some kind of ailment, some kind of problem.
I got a little turntable when I get up in the morning. Turntable has about 20 pills. And it revolves around there. And I got to make sure that I take them all.
Yeah, yeah.
And my wife is always on my tail. Did you take this? Did you take that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nah. You know, and we unfortunately, we have to believe the doctor. They're telling you to take these pills, so you take the pills, but then there's other things. If you read somewhere along the line, these pills are no good for you. These counteract with the other pills that you're taking. If you stop taking that, you'll be able to walk on 1 foot. You know, I mean, it's you don't know who to believe anymore. You know, and you're afraid not to believe them. You know, so it's just a very.
Think of Santa Claus. Put 1 foot in front of the other.
That's it. What the hell has that got to do with Santa Claus?
I don't know.
What the hell is?
If you
What the?
if you watch the you watch all the Christmas shows,
Yeah.
Kris Kringle, Mickey Rooney,
Yeah.
and they sing.
Yeah.
Put 1 foot in front of the other,
Oh,
and soon you'll be walking out the door.
Okay.
Door.
Okay.
Put 1 foot in front of the other, and then you'll be walking on the floor.
Now,
So what are the questions?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I give you another question, I got to hear another song. every question comes with a song.
You will, because my favorite lead singer was you.
Oh yeah. You're saying that because you're on my show.
Honest to God.
Really?
I say this bottom of my heart, and my friend Al Simone back there will attest to this. Oh, believe me. That's what you did. And I sound just like you.
Wow.
2 years ago.
Wow. That's the song that Dion says created his style of singing. When he left the Belmonts.
I heard that.
Yeah, I wrote that song sitting next to Dion on a tour. We were together for 30 days on a bus.
Oh, my God.
And I was writing that song.
God
But
bless you.
He said that's the style. That's the style that he created with the Wanderer
Yeah.
and all this. It's a compliment, and it's humbling. I'll tell you the truth. You know.
Yes.
Tony Orlando yesterday, we were on the phone for about an hour. He said, you got to remember one thing. You were the lead horse. He said, we all followed you. I said, well, you know, if you followed me, you'd be sitting home on weekends like I am, you know.
I will follow him.
Yeah, right. Little Peggy March. Don't say little, you know. So, you know what I did with Peggy one day? I was on Facebook and I see this girl that I knew had a singing group.
Excuse me, my sunglasses.
Yeah, put your glasses on so you can hear me better. Anyway, I see on Facebook she's at this place called Fishbone or something like that in Florida, and she spotted, they were working there, and she sees Peggy March in the audience. So she says, I couldn't believe one of my idols was in the audience from the past. So I see that on Facebook. And I'm going through my stuff, and I see another guy the next day. I was in a diner in Florida, and little Peggy March came in the diner. So now I know she was at that restaurant, and I know she was at that diner. So I called her up, and I said, you know, not for nothing, Peg. I said, but I used to call her Peg in my heart. I said, you know, Peg, I said, I can't believe what you did to me the other day. She said, what? I said, I was at Fishbone. I was sitting there. You walked in with a couple of people. I said hello, and you know, and you just walked right by me. I sent over a couple of drinks over to your table. You ignored me totally. I says, and then the next day, worse than that, I was at this diner. You were at the diner, and the same thing. You walked right past me again. I said, what did I do to you? She said, oh, Vito, I swear to God, I never saw you. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there. I saw it on Facebook, you know. So, you know, so I would never do that. You know, I love you. I would never do that to you. Yeah, well, you did it. I said, you embarrassed me in front of all my friends and everything. I said, Peggy's a good friend of mine. Nothing. You walked right by. She said, oh, my God, how can I ever repay you? And then I told her what she said, you son of a... I said, oh, God. That's why, but that was before AI, so you got to be careful today. You know, there's so much stuff going on. Anyway, I don't know what we queued up there, Sal. Do we have You Baby You queued up? If we do, I want... That was my friend, our friend, Herbie Cox, when he was with the Cleftones. That was one of his first records. We all sang it. Everybody sang You Baby You. Yeah, so let's a little piece of You Baby You, which they recorded, did a cover on it. This was their second big record.
That guy was 14 years old doing that. No, You Baby You.
You baby, oh no, you baby, no, no, you baby, you.
Oh, You Baby. All of You Baby Yous.
Yeah. You know, matter of fact, now that you left the group, you've got a bunch of guys still performing as, you know, as the Excellents. Are you using John Kuse's Excellents or just the Excellents?
No, just the Excellents.
Just the Excellents.
But I'm not performing with them. I did for a little while,
Yeah.
but I'm not performing anymore now.
Well, you have one of the guys that's been with you for 30 years,
Yes, a good friend of mine.
29 years.
He's sitting in the audience.
He's sitting
His
in
name
the
is Joe Noto.
Joe, come over here 1 second. Come here. Just stand right in this one spot right here. Yeah, right here, right here.
Thank you, Vito.
I kid. Yeah, just wave to the camera.
everybody.
There we go. It's Joe Noto.
Pleasure to be Vito.
That's it. 29 years. 30 years. Yeah.
Am I hitting with you?
I knew that was coming.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was
All
coming.
right. Okay, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. Yeah. Goodbye, Joe. That's it.
That's a goody man.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that was originally recorded by the Cleftones, and everybody's favorite at that point. A very, very smart move to do it, you know, because nobody recorded it.
And we did it our way. You know,
The what?
We did it our
Your way. Your way.
Changes.
Yeah. But it was good. And that's you on the false tenor.
No, that's Phil Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Oh, Phil.
Original member Phil Sanchez.
Yeah. I thought you were the first tenor in the group.
No.
No?
I was the second tenor.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get an award for that?
And then, did I what?
Did you get a Grammy for that?
No, and I was the second tenor.
Okay.
14-year-old baritone Dennis, living up in Westchester now.
All right.
And the bass, God bless his soul, Chuck Epstein was the bass on the record.
Wow.
First tenor was my brother George.
Oh.
And that was the Excellents.
Yeah, you know,
Six guys, a six-man group.
Amazing.
Six-man group.
You know, the only group that had six besides
At
you?
that time, I think so.
The only one besides you was the Monotones. That did, Book of Love?
Yeah.
There were six guys. They used two bass singers in that. I wonder, whom.
Well, you don't have to tell me how it goes. I know.
I was telling them. I wasn't telling you.
Oh.
I figured you wouldn't hear me anyway with those glasses on.
What'd you say? It's too bright.
What part of Brooklyn did you live in?
The Park Slope area,
Okay.
downtown Brooklyn.
Downtown.
Not too far from Emil Stucchio from the Classics.
Well, they were in Red Hook, weren't they? In Carroll Gardens.
Yeah, so that's downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What do you got to correct me for?
I wasn't correcting you. I just bringing up a point. You know, were you living in Park Slope when the two planes collided over Staten Island?
No.
Because the jet landed in Park
There
Slope.
was a jet landing in Park Slope.
Right.
I think I lived there. I don't know. I'm not sure.
What the hell?
I don't.
When does a plane land in your yard that you don't know?
I really.
What the hell?
Don't pin me down, all right?
Yeah. Oh my God! There was an earthquake in South Beach when I was growing up, but I really don't know.
Well, you got me there, Vito.
No,
That's what I said to Don K.
Man.
Reed on the Don K. Reed show. I get kidded about that. Well, you got me, Don. Oh, you got me, Don.
yeah, Don K. Reed.
God bless him.
After we did 4 or 5 of his shows, he called up one. Why'd you do? I said, Don, we've already done so many of your shows. He said, John, just come up one more time. So we went. So when we get up there, he says, I don't know what we're going to talk about because we've talked about everything. So I said, well, why don't we change things around? Let me interview you. He said, no, that won't work. You can't do that. I said, why can't I do that? It's your show, you know. I said, every show you do, you ask the group, so tell me, how did you start? You were standing on a corner and you started singing with friends. Is that how you first started? I said, that's the same question you ask me all the time. So let me interview you. He said, all right, go ahead. So I said, so Don, let me ask you a question. What made you decide to be a disc jockey? Were you standing on a corner talking to yourself? I said, so he never let me forget. Every time he see me, he start laughing. Oh, God. But no, we've done. And his wife too, Dolores now. And anyway, speaking of obviously a few people that have lost, we've lost over the years.
Yeah.
A member of our audience who was a very close friend of everybody's came to every show. One of the most loyal fans you could ever imagine was Karen Sayers. And we lost Karen not too long ago, and just want to give my condolences to the Sayer family.
I think I saw that her name once.
Oh yes, she never missed a show. She was amazing, amazing girl. God bless her. Rest easy, baby. We miss you. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing too is that when you moved to Brooklyn, you started still singing with the group, even when you moved.
Yes, oh, definitely. Then I hooked up with. Don't get my memory too much here. It's okay. I hooked up with 4 other guys. I sang with Kathy Jean and the Roommates for about 1.5 years.
Right.
Please Love Me Forever.
Right.
And then a couple of my friends. What do you call the guys you sing with? Men, friends.
Yeah, that'll work.
They all said, "What are you doing singing with her? Go out with the Excellents again." So I went out and I got a very good friend of mine. He lives in Long Island now. God bless him. His name is Mal Brutvet. And we met up under the Whitestone Bridge, and we went over to Phil Sanchez's house. And we sang. And we did our first show about a month later. And that developed into a nice camaraderie.
Yeah.
But then we needed, we had a fellow named Victor, God bless him, in the group. And he left and passed away, actually. And we needed somebody else. So we got another guy named, who you know, John Accardo.
Right.
Used to book a lot of Wall Street functions.
Right.
And John came into the group, and I don't really know, but we lost somebody else. Something went on. So, and that's where we went. We got a communication out there, and that's where we wound up with this fellow, Joe Noto, over here. God bless him. It has carried on the name of the Excellents in my absence for the past couple of years. God bless him. And he's doing very well.
Yeah.
And where were we?
No. That's how.
First of all, I'm out of breath already. Ask another question.
Well, how could you not be out of breath? I just one question took 20 minutes. Hey, I got it. And the guy.
Are
and
we making you laugh
and
up
that guy, and then there was so and so who. There was so and so that passed away, and he was wearing black shoes, and he had brown pants, and he had a white shirt, and he had that.
Now you're making me colorblind.
Oh, Jesus!
With all those colors. Black shoes and brown pants.
Anyway,
God.
this. So
Where were we?
No, well, you were with Kathy Jean and the roommates for a
Yes.
while,
And then
and then
my,
John Accardo came.
fellow
John worked on
I
Wall
lost-
Street.
yeah.
He knew Joe Noto from
came
Wall
in.
Street.
And we had a nice run, all of us, until I just got some ailments came about, and I really couldn't do it anymore. And I miss it a little, but not a lot, because I can't get my arm around to put my suit jacket on anymore, or I can't put my pants on anymore. So why not leave? I can't do anything anymore.
Yeah, you don't want to sing with no pants, you know.
No, it's gotten that bad, but thank God the song is out there. Everybody loves it, and that they don't forget it.
Absolutely.
And
Well, you know, Brooklyn's like.
Brooklyn.
It's a very tight neighborhood. You know, neighborhoods are tight. Every neighborhood is tight, but Brooklyn had so many more people. So everywhere you go, there's always somebody from Brooklyn. And how could they not identify with Coney Island, first of all?
Yes, and where I live now at Old Bridge, that's a pathway for Brooklynites. Brooklynites come to Jersey, they come to Route 9, and they take the corridor all the way down to Atlantic City, Manalapan,
Yeah.
Manasquan, whatever. So that's the pathway for Brooklyn.
Well, you know the natural migration from Brooklyn?
Yes,
Once they put the Verrazano Bridge, we only had...
1964.
Right. We wound up, we had a very small, 50% less population. We're now hitting 500,000 people on Staten Island. And it's overcrowded, really overcrowded. But the migration was very simple. They came from Brooklyn, they bought a house on Staten Island, maybe $150,000, $120,000. They lived there for 10 years or so. They sold the house for $700,000, and then they moved to Jersey. The Jews moved to Marlborough. The Italians moved to Manalapan. This is the way it worked. It was boom, bang, boom, boom. You could actually close your eyes, and you see some. If the guy's name ends in a vowel, he moved to Manalapan. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. Now Lakewood became all Hasidic.
Jewish.
All Hasidic Jews.
Yes.
They completely came from Williamsburg. They literally own Lakewood, New Jersey now. And Staten Island now, we're seeing a tremendous population now of Oriental people.
Really?
You know, or Asian people. They don't like to be called Oriental. Oriental, they say, is a rug. You know, so they're Asian. They're Asian people. You know, but they're moving out here like crazy. You know, so things. I wrote a song called "Nothing Stays the Same." Some of you probably heard it. We do it, right? We do it at a lot of our shows, and it literally tells the story of what's happening with all of us. We moved out of our old neighborhood, and nothing stayed the same. Everything's changed. So, look, you know, and don't forget, a couple more years, you know, I'm a realist, you know. I don't think in 10 years from now, I don't think I'll be walking around at 95 years old, you know. So the thing is that even my life is going to change. Everything I know is going to change, and, you know, and everybody adapts. Your kids adapt, and, you know.
God bless you. You've been through a lot.
Well,
And you're here, buddy.
that's what I'm saying right now. I'm doing what I like to do. I just wish that these little things that give you a little hamper, they hamper what you want to do. You know, I can't drive anymore either because with the nerve damage, I don't know how much gas and you know I'm applying brakes. I mean, I tried to get in the right lane and do the 20 miles an hour so I don't, you know, create any problems.
That's me.
I became the guy that everybody gave the finger to, you know. I said, you know, no. I said I can't do this. There was too much pride involved, sitting there watching people and giving me the finger and blowing the horn and cursing. So I said, I can live without it, you know. So, but you know, you adapt. You do what you have to do, you know. Obviously, you're not doing any marathons or anything right now, right?
Absolutely not.
Just checking. Just
I
checking.
use a cane. I use a cane in my walker now.
Yeah, yeah.
The walker I need too.
Really?
I find that.
Wow. Wow.
You know, instead of.
Yeah.
But hey, without it, I don't want to fall.
Well, that's what they tell you. If you fall, God forbid, you break a hip.
Right.
I never understood that anyway. Every time somebody breaks a hip, they die. What's the connection between your hip and your heart? I mean, really, I don't understand the connection. And yet, almost like clockwork, break a hip, next thing you know, is in the obituaries. You know. So my doctor said there's no cure for what you have. Go buy a cane. And me, as stupid as I am, I wound up with, I don't know, I got about 10 canes. I got different colors and different
You got
shapes.
the one with the feet on the bottom?
I got everything. I got one with a light in it. I swear to God. I have a light. Yeah. You got up on the top. It's got one light. In the middle of the night, if you have to go, to the bathroom, you know, you know, I get out and I press the light and I see where I'm going. You know, I got them. I got one with 3 legs. The 3 leg.
Yeah.
I got the one with a suction cup. One day I hit that thing with the floor one time. I had a little water there. I hit the suction cup. I kept walking. The thing was stuck to the floor. I couldn't move. I said, oh God. We went to see the OJs, and there was a little argument with some guy about being in my seat, in our seats. And it got to a point where it was nose to nose. I still think I'm 25 years old. So, you know, here's this guy bigger than me, and I'm 6'3", you know, and he's looking to go at it, you know. And I got the cane in my hand, so it's got 3 sections, you know. So Ro was sitting next to me, and I unscrewed the bottom half. I said, hold this half. I had the cane in my hand. At this age, there's nothing here. By the time I get to him, it'll be Friday, you know. So the cane was going to be the security came up. What are you going to do with that cane? I thought, I'm going to walk with it. It's this big. Because I took the other sides off. So, and matter of fact, it created a scene because it was right before the show started. And at the end of the show, the guy comes walking over to me with his wife, and he says, "Vito, I knew it had to be you. When I seen there was a problem, I knew it had to be you." And it was Sammy Strait from the original Imperials, Little Anthony Imperials. Sammy was in the audience. He was with the OJs for 30 some odd years. He was with them. He's actually in the Hall of Fame with the OJs. But he said, I knew there had to be something. You had to be here somewhere. I seen all kinds of activity. I said, yeah, okay. So, still starting trouble at 85 years old. I keep forgetting the old neighborhood keeps coming out of me. I got to learn to keep my mouth shut, you know.
South Beach, right?
South Beach, yeah. Born and raised. I got salt water in my veins. I don't care where you go. It's like you. Your neighborhood is going to be with you for the rest of your life. Very proud.
Pelham Parkway was fabulous.
Great.
I mean, I tell a story.
Tell it quick. We got 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's
Pelham
over.
Parkway was a big section, loads of kids. I mean, you went on a Friday night, you had nothing to do. You ran to this one on the corner, this one over there, and you were set for the night.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we won the Boss Record of the Week
Oh, yeah.
one time. They were out the windows, confetti coming out the window, and everything. True story.
Yeah.
It was great. Tears in my eyes. Now just telling it.
When you get recognized by your neighbors and friends, that's more important than any gold record you could ever get. Now we had the boardwalk, South Beach Boardwalk, and everybody was on that boardwalk.
Oh.
We would have 150 kids on that boardwalk any night of the summer.
Yeah, we sang there once.
Yeah. I put you there once. I booked you into that one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, let them hear what the original record, the original recording of the Excellents, and this was, of course, John singing lead. It was Coney Island Baby.
You're my Coney Island baby. Mean so much to me. You're my pretty little lady. I love you tenderly. You're my lucky star. That's what you are. You're my Coney Island baby. You're so precious, so sweet.
Till the day we're gone, everybody's going to remember that
Oh,
song.
you're my Coney Island baby. You mean so much to me. You're my pretty little lady. I love you tenderly. You're my lucky star. That's what you are. You're my Coney Island baby. You're so precious, so sweet. Since the day I met you, my life has become complete. You're my everything. Soon you'll wear my ring. You're my girl. Let's go back. In the sand, as long as there's sand, as long as there's sea, you'll be my pony. Everyone! Oh, you're my what? Oh, don't ever let me down. You're my. I love it. Don't ever leave me. Oh, don't ever go. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. You're my Coney Island baby. I want you to know. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Oh, are you crazy? Thank you, man. Thank you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for being a welcoming committee to my good friend John Kuse, ladies and gentlemen. Made him feel at home. You could see how comfortable he was. Just came out of his shell, you know. But anyway,
Great chair.
Oh God, want to thank Palmer Restaurant over on Victory Boulevard, right by the West Shore Expressway. Food is out of this world. They're always here for us. Always there. Gave us, matter of fact, the grandmama pies that we had tonight were out of this world. And Eddie, where's Eddie from Country Donuts? Another guy, always have the donuts out there. Love them. That's why I look like the Pillsbury Doughboy right here, because the donuts, you know, and the pizza. But anyway, God, thank you so much, everybody. And please, you got to say goodbye to John. Just give him Staten Island goodbye.
Oh, good night.